Dude, you look good.
Oh, thank you, man. You do too, brother.
What's going on?
I'm chilling, brother. Same old stuff, you know, training a lot now.
Yeah?
And then got a big fight coming up, so I'm excited.
Good.
I'm excited.
Have a seat, bro. Have a seat.
Thank you, brother.
What's the deal, man? Catch me up.
So I just got signed, actually.
Signed?
To LFA. So Legacy Fighting Alliance.
Bro.
Basically like the G League of the UFC.
Yeah.
And then so I'm trying to go in there, knock this dude out, and then give the big promotions a reason to like fight for me and be like, all right, we got to get that guy before anybody else does.
All right.
And then the person I'm fighting to is a pretty tough guy, man. He's coming all the way out from Thailand.
No kidding.
Yeah, 7-2, coming out from Thailand. He's a boxer as well. So finally, first time ever fighting a striker. So I'm like, I'm excited now. I don't got to worry about the wrestling too much. And then just hoping that's
toe to toe, man.
Yeah, I'm excited.
How do you feel? How's your body? How's everything?
I'm just sore. I'm training 2 to 3 times a day.
Okay.
And then the only like my off days are Sundays, but even then I'm either running 5 miles or I'm riding the bike for 15.
Okay.
And then but other than that, man, like wrestling's like messing me up.
Okay.
Like my neck, my lower back, things like that. But other than that, man, training's been great. I've been able to focus on that, being able to be with the family more now is
good.
Awesome.
Now you're training 2 to 3 times per day for 6 days a week, it sounds like?
Correct.
How far out are you from the fight? It's February
19. Yeah,
so
so
you're
about
like exactly 4
4 weeks.
weeks.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
How does your body feel? How do you feel like it's performing? Where do you feel limitations?
This week was like my deloading week.
Mm-hmm.
So it was only like 2 times a day. A little bit lighter than normal, but I'm gonna slowly start each week picking it up. So that way, the last week is just peak week.
Okay.
And then just focusing on that.
Range of motion. Is there any limited like strength? Like, what do you feel like is something's gotta like
my
be
legs
bothering you at this point?
Like my legs, especially with that wrestling and staying down and then up and down, and then I'm always the smallest guy, so picking up and
for sure,
you know, wrestling against the bigger guys is definitely tearing my body, and then especially in the lower back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you feeling a lot of? Is it knee pain or is it thigh pain?
Like thigh, hamstrings, and glutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like every day I'm cramping. By the end of the night, I'm cramping terribly.
Okay. And you're hydrating okay?
Yeah, I'm drinking a gallon of water a day at least, sometimes 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good. All right, brother. Let's get some work done.
Okay.
I'm gonna check the thighs out. You got some shorts under there?
No, I do not.
My man.
Is that bad?
No.
Okay.
We'll give you some funky ass shorts.
All right,
Whoa. We got the Gucci shorts all day, man. We got the Gucci shorts.
All right, let's get it.
We give you some goofy shorts, man. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Give them some, yeah.
Tomorrow.
I know.
But everything that you've taught me, like rolling out the glutes, my hip flexors, the stretches, everything you've been telling me, I've been doing.
That's important, man.
Every time, before, after, just to be safe.
Good, man. Good. Do you feel that most of like the buildup that you have is on the inner or outer part? Like, what do you feel? The outer part
right here.
All right. Oh, good. That little tender.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any knee pain at all, Karlee?
No, sir.
This is good, right?
Yeah.
Good. Stability feels good. No clicking, no popping.
Only sometimes when it's cold.
Okay.
But then once I warm up, I'm solid.
What I'm noticing, obviously you've been working out a lot, a ton, which is going to build up a lot of adhesions in there.
Okay.
When you work out an excessive amount, remember you're separating these muscular tissues, right? At one point there's going to be tears so that you can put in another layer and grow that muscle, right? But along the way, you get some scar tissue buildup, which restricts your mobility, so it tightens it up.
Okay.
If this quad becomes too tight, it starts pulling on the top of the patella.
Yeah.
This is a free-flowing bone. If it starts pulling on the top of the patella, starts pulling on the patellar tendon right here.
Okay.
And that's where a lot of runners, soccer players, and even MMA fighters will have pain along here. The fact that you don't have that and you've been working 2-3 times a day is great, man. And you're icing and everything, right?
Yeah.
Good. You're doing any ice baths?
Twice a week, Sundays and Wednesdays.
Sheesh, my man. Good. So I want to just mobilize.
Okay.
I don't want to overdo it by any means, but I want to get more blood flow in here. The more blood flow that you get, you'll be more loose, right? More loose, more blood flow, more pump, more strength to be built.
Correct.
So talk to me about this process, brother. So you got signed.
Yep.
How long ago? Catch me up, dude. It's
it
been
was
a while.
like the beginning of January, like a little bit after New Year's. I already knew.
So this month.
This month. Oh yeah,
shit.
this month.
That's crazy, man. Congrats.
I was anxious, like there's so much anxiety, like so much, but all that's doing better now.
Yeah.
Because it's just like it's the next level. You know what I mean? I put a lot of pressure on myself to like do real well, so that way I can excel and do good. You know what I mean? And do better for the family.
Yeah.
So I'm putting everything into this, and I'm making sure that I do all the right things, so that when everything's all said and done, win or learn, I did everything right.
100%. 100%. How has that transition in your like mindset and training, more than anything, like your physical training, has gone ever since you learned, like I got signed? Like, has your training changed at all?
Definitely. Like I was still training twice a day, but now it's like now I'm just focused on certain things that I'm going to be doing that I'm going to be trying to perform in the fight.
Yeah.
And because of course I studied my guy.
Yeah,
and
of course.
I see his tendencies.
Yeah.
So now it's like, all right, now time to expose those tendencies.
Yeah.
And then hopefully I want to knock this guy out because he's a striker. I consider myself a striker as well.
Of course, yeah.
So I want to see who's the better one.
So what's your current record right now?
I'm 6-0.
6-0.
6-0.
Dude, guy's not playing, man.
4 knockouts, 2 submissions, 5 of them in the first round.
Damn, dude.
Yes, sir.
You're like the Filipino McGregor.
The smaller Pacquiao. Yes, sir. The smaller
That's
Pacquiao.
funny, man. Yeah, because I've seen your fights, and I've seen you knock some dudes out in like a few seconds, like off the bat, just boom.
Been blessed, yeah, definitely been blessed.
Good stuff, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. How do you feel right now?
I feel that, but it feels great.
Good.
Yeah, that side's a lot more tender.
Yeah, you feel that?
Yeah, definitely.
So because you've been working out, this is part of what's going on, bro. The glute is very tight for you.
Yes.
It pulls out the hip and it pulls it back. And if you it's a domino effect. You'll get the TFL that tightens up and it goes down the outside of the thigh. It's the quad, the lateral aspect of the quad. And you'll notice that it's a lot more tender in here. Some people will have a lot more tenderness on the inside, but in your case, on the outside.
Okay.
So we just want to get more mobility in there. Let me know if it's too much though, yeah?
Yeah. No, it's all good.
Good.
I've been eating a lot of leg kicks too, so
Yeah.
I know that doesn't help.
Damn. What's the life of a pro MMA fighter like? Like I can only imagine, man, training 3 times a day. Like what time do you wake up? Go through the whole routine with me. I want to know.
All right, so for me, typically on my typical day, I'll be up by like 5 or 6.
5 or 6.
Okay. And then if I have striking at 10, then I won't
Talk to me about this. What's striking?
Striking as in like Muay Thai or boxing.
Okay.
So that'd be focusing on just the striking aspect of the MMA part, and then so if I don't have striking,
so like some like technique type of like training.
Yes, sir. So if I don't, then I'll go on my run or I'll ride my bike, but it's always one or the other.
Okay.
And then, but if I do, then I'll just be chilling or I'll have clients and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to striking, come home, rest for a little bit, and then come back to a different gym for my wrestling.
Okay.
Leave, and either I will have sparring at night or I'll have no-gi jiu-jitsu.
Cool.
So just focusing on everything.
Cool. And what's your favorite type of martial art?
As of right now, I'm loving my the Muay Thai. So I actually switched my gyms for a new striking gym. It's called Classic Fight Team with the Tyler Wombles.
Okay.
And man, I feel like he's been leveling me up so much, and I can't wait to showcase that.
All right, cool. What are you predicting as far as like this fight coming up in February?
I think it's gonna be a dominant performance.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna finish him in the first, second, or third.
No.
But I'm gonna be dominant.
Yeah, you're just gonna win. Period.
Yes, sir.
I like
no
that.
matter where I got to.
When you win this fight, where does that put you as far as like UFC and stuff like that? Like.
So depending on the performance, if I go out there and excel and show that I'm at a different level than this guy, then of course they'll project me into the UFC, 1FC, or Bellator. Yeah. But my thing is I would love to get into the UFC because of the notoriety, or 1FC because I have dual citizenship. So I'm also a Philippine citizen.
My man.
And then that's where most of the fights are in the Philippines or in Asia and Europe. Yeah. So it's like now I'll get the whole country behind me. So that's the plan.
Crazy,
that's the goal,
man. And you know Filipinos roll together.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're having a lot more redness here, you can see it clearly, man. Because I was going ham on this too. Yeah. But yeah, there's this is what tells me that there's more tightness, more scar tissue buildup, more adhesions in there. So it'll typically get really red wherever that happens, and of course it's in the front part of the right one. This could potentially mean compensation absolutely that's coming from the hip and trickle its way down for sure. Yeah.
As a doctor, would you say I'm training too much, overtraining?
From a technique perspective and from a preparatory perspective, I don't think that you're doing too much.
Okay.
Where I would tell you to be strategic is if you did some type of a high intensity workout in the morning, you want to make sure to try your best to not overdo it and do that same type of workout in the afternoon and in the evening every single day, 6 days a week, because you're a month out, which means that what you've learned.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
You're just kind of refining and fine-tuning certain techniques and certain things. Maybe upping up your endurance a little bit at this point, but the last thing that you want to do is not be compromised from a physical perspective. You want to make sure that your body is in peak performance by all means possible. And that's being consistent with therapy, icing, that's being consistent with your nutrition, and focusing a lot, learning to listen to your body as well. So that's why I asked you, what type of workouts are you doing in the morning and the afternoon and in the evening? But it sounds like it's not super high intensity in all three of them.
Correct.
Is that safe to say?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So I like that. From a doctor and practitioner's perspective, like I want you to be safe first and foremost, and to keep your body in the top shape. Now you have to listen to your body and help me out in that regard too, because if you start feeling aches and pains and discomfort, tightness, remember that those are symptoms, man. Like, just because you have pain doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
It means that you're getting some type of a signal from your body that something is a little bit off, and you might want to fine tune it before it gets bigger and bigger.
I see.
Yeah. People have this perception that pain is bad. Pain is part of the negative feedback loop of biology. If you didn't know that something was hurting,
You keep doing it.
you'll keep doing it, and wham, that's it, you know? So we want to be mindful of that. But your body feels good, right?
Yes.
Good.
Awesome.
Have you noticed that while you're training, you're doing a lot of rotation movements?
Yes.
Obviously, right?
Yes.
So it's on the hips.
Yes, sir.
So let's check this stuff out. Man, this one's
to the touch,
fire, dude. Do you feel like the right one's worse or the left one?
I think right now they're like pretty even. They're both pretty bad.
1 and 2.
Oh yeah.
1 and 2. Which one's worse? We have 1 and 2.
Left.
Keep this straight. Bring it up. Hold that right there. I'm gonna push down. Don't let me. Up, up, up. That's strong. Relax it now. Bring this one up. A little bit more. Right here. Up, up, up. It's a little bit weaker.
Okay.
I need you to start doing some rehab exercises for the glute so you can strengthen this and you don't have that hip imbalance and you don't compensate in the front part of the hip, because if you're tender right here, then your hip flexor will tighten up as well. I'm going to put some pressure on that glute, my man.
Okay.
So don't hate me, but this is stuff that you haven't had. So hip mobility is going to be key for you, especially because part of your training is hip mobility, right?
Yeah.
And you want to make sure you're loose. If the glute medius is weak, the hip is dropping, you're not bearing weight evenly on both sides. You want to make sure that you're balanced. Balance in order to be able to, so that your muscular and physical output is even, right? And you don't get injured. You prevent injury. This will typically tighten up right here on the outside. It's called the TFL. And for you, man, things are rock. We'll knock on it. We'll hear it. Ooh. Relax it. Relax it. Good. Ooh. You all right, Karlee?
Yes, sir.
Good. Gonna get a little hip flexor stretch on you, bro. Push down for me. Good. And relax it. Oof. Good job. Push down again. Good, good, good. And relax. Good. That hip flexor is getting really tight on you. I need you to start stretching it out.
Okay.
Because it'll pull your quad as well. and start pulling on the knee. All right, boss man, I'm gonna give you an adjustment. You're gonna hear some cracks and pops, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Good, good. Your mid back is locked up too. All right, boss. Let's have you lie on your side, face me this way to your left. Good. Good. Hold that right there. Cool. It's gonna be straight. Bear with me. I'm gonna push here. Let it go. Good. Let's get the other side. This one I want you to kick down for me. Keep straight. Good. Just relax everything here. Ooh. Felt that?
Yes, sir.
That's bananas. Let's go face up. I'm gonna get the neck as well. Good. Try to relax that neck for me. Beautiful. My man. I hope y'all gonna put you on leg compression.
Please. Thank you, brother.
All right, boss man. Here we go.
So what does this do?
This is leg compression therapy. So, you know how you get into these ice baths in order to restrict all the swelling that you have, right? All the excess amount of fluid. What this does is that this compresses you completely, so all the fluid goes away, right? And then it releases so the fluid can come back in, blood flow, right?
Yeah.
So it messes with blood flow a little bit, so it can interchange the lactic acid that you have built up. So for you, for example, you've been working out, you've been training every single day, your legs are tight, your legs are sore, right?
Yeah.
If you interchange blood flow like that, you compress and then you release. What it will help you do is get more blood flow in and out, which helps you with mobility.
Okay.
And it helps you flush the lactic acid that you have built up that causes you to have sore legs. So this is amazing for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, on a regular, my man.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. How do you feel?
It feels cool.
So right now it's working up in chambers, right? So it's getting your feet and it's going up to your shins, your calves, and then it's gonna go up to the thighs, which is, I wanted to get this.
Okay.
You wanna lay down on the ground and you can lie on your side and you just put the ball and you just roll back and forth.
Okay.
Or I've shown you some of the some of the stretches too that you get. For example, I'm just gonna demonstrate right here. For example, don't forget about the Oreo sauce.
Hey.
Don't forget about the Oreo sauce.
I was hoping he would start flexing.
You were hoping they make their YouTube debut.
Hey, ask him where he got them from.
Where you got them? From you? Did you give me a box of Oreos too?
No, I did not.
Man.
You did not. You know, I'm gonna hold you to that now.
Oh, come on! You know he was not eating those, man. Don't even act like he was
I'm
gonna
trying to
eat.
be on that Karlee level.
Man, dude, I give him those box of Oreos, he'd be like, "Come on, man, I'm on a diet. I can't have those, man."
I reject. Like, it's funny because every patient
They try to
comes
bring
in.
something, huh?
Well, dude, they'll bring some amazing croissants with some filling in there. What kind of filling is that, Jake?
Oh, like a cream filling, just like a normal cream filling,
Phenomenal,
you know.
man. I don't like fillings, but these are the best.
That's the only time you are.
Cream Pond. Have you ever had any?
Never.
Shout out to Cream Pond in Tustin.
The dog loves his cream pond, man.
I would love to be sponsored by Cream Pond. But you know, a lot of patients come in with sweets, and I'm like, damn, dude, I'm on a diet. I'm trying to like eat well. Because I know Saturday, Sunday's coming, and you know the fight's tonight, and I'm gonna be grubbing, you know. But anyway, you want to get a ball. You want to cross the leg over like this. You want to put the ball right here. Support yourself with your arms, and just roll back and forth. Now, you're asking me about the side.
Correct.
You can even rotate and just go back and forth here and hit that side as well.
Okay.
Or you can simply just lean on it. Support yourself here, put the ball here, and roll back and forth.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's gonna help a lot with mobility too.
Awesome.
But good job, man. We'll be praying for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
For sure.
Thank you so much.